Have you ever seen someone on screen and felt like their charm could reach out and grab you? Suzanne Pleshette was that kind of actress. Her pictures, in particular, have sparked curiosity for decades. Some of her photos leave very little to imagination, showing not just her beauty, but her confidence and personality. We're going to look at Suzanne Pleshette in a way you may not have seen before. From her early career to some of her most striking photographs, we will see why her images continue to capture attention even years later. Suzanne Pleshette was born in 1937 in New York City. She grew up surrounded by the energy of the city, and this energy seemed to follow her into her career. She started acting at a young age and quickly made a name for herself in both television and movies. Many people remember her for her role in the Bob Newhart show, where she played Emily Hartley. But Suzanne's career was much bigger than that. She appeared in more than 50 films and countless television shows. What really made her stand out, however, were her photographs. Now, you might be wondering what is so special about her photos. Well, unlike many stars of her time, Suzanne did not just pose. She expressed herself. Some of her photographs were glamorous, others playful, and some were daring. They captured her confidence and her willingness to show herself just as she was. For instance, some of her professional photo shoots show her in form-fitting dresses, sitting or standing in ways that highlight her curves. These were not just pictures, they were a statement. She was proud of her appearance and was not afraid to let that show. But it was not just about showing beauty. Each picture tells a story. The way she looks at the camera, the slight smile, the relaxed posture, all of it gives the viewer a glimpse of her personality. In the early days of her career, Suzanne often appeared in magazine spreads. Magazines loved her because she had something different. She could be sophisticated, funny, and bold, sometimes all in the same photo. People noticed her because she was real. Even when the photos were revealing, she never seemed uncomfortable or forced. That confidence is hard to capture, but she did it effortlessly. Some of her pictures were even more revealing than what you might expect from the time. Keep in mind, this was the 1960s and 1970s, when showing even a little skin was considered daring. Suzanne was not shy. Some of her photos show her in swimsuits, with her hair perfectly styled, her eyes full of life. They were photos that made people stop and take notice, not just because she was beautiful, but because she looked free and strong. It is also important to mention that Suzanne's charm was not only in posed pictures. Many candid photographs captured her natural side. These pictures show her laughing, talking with friends, or simply enjoying a moment. They remind us that she was not just an actress. She was a person with emotions, humor, and warmth. These images make her feel more relatable, even today. Some people might look at her photographs and only see the beauty, but there is more to it. Suzanne's photos show how she navigated Hollywood with confidence. She did not rely on exaggerated gestures or fake smiles. She used her eyes, her posture, and her presence to draw attention. That is why even decades later, people are still fascinated by her images. Let us not forget the variety in her photography. Some pictures were formal portraits, carefully composed to highlight her features. Others were casual, almost like snapshots, showing her personality in a single frame. Whether formal or casual, each image has a story to tell. They show a woman who knew who she was and was willing to share that with the world. Another reason people are drawn to her photos is the way they reflect the style of the era. Suzanne Plechette's pictures capture the fashion, hairstyles, and makeup of the 1960s and 1970s. Looking at her photos is like opening a time capsule. They give a glimpse into a different period in Hollywood, one where personality and charm could shine just as brightly as talent. Over the years, Suzanne's images have appeared in books, exhibitions, and online galleries. People still study her poses and expressions, admiring how she communicated so much through a single picture. Fans and photographers alike often mention that Suzanne had a unique way of connecting with the camera. She was not just a subject, she was a storyteller. Even now, her photographs inspire. They remind us that confidence, self-expression, and individuality can leave a lasting impression. Suzanne Pleshette was not afraid to be herself, and that courage shows in every image. So, when you look at Suzanne Plechette's photos, it is more than just admiration for her looks. It is about seeing a woman who embraced her personality, her style, and her confidence. Each photograph gives a glimpse into her life and the charm she carried both on and off the screen. Suzanne Pleshette may have left us years ago, but her photographs continue to speak for her. They remind us that true charm comes from being confident, comfortable, and unapologetically yourself. If you have enjoyed seeing Suzanne through her photographs, take a closer look next time you come across one. There's always a story behind the smile, the pose, and the glance that seems to speak directly to you. Suzanne Pleshette did not just take pictures. She created moments that last forever.